He was the 2010 Person of the Year by Times Magazine and is regularly featured on the Forbes 400 list. He is the CEO and founder of the most popular social media platform and has a famous drama film based on his business.
The rest of my attention is back at the offices of Facebook, where my colleagues and I are doing things that no one in this room, including and especially your clients, are intellectually or creatively capable of doing.
Mark Zuckerberg was born on May 14, 1984 in Dobbs Ferry, New York. Ever since he was young, Mark was always interested in programming. Mark's father, Edward, taught him Atari Basic Programming, which was the first time Mark began computer programming. In high school, Mark made an artificially intelligent synapse for an MP3 player to learn the user's taste and interest in music and recommend songs to them. After graduating high school, Mark began his post-secondary education in Philip Exeter. After graduating, he would enter Harvard University, majoring in computer science, psychology, and get his degree 12 years after dropping out of university to pursue Facebook. One night, Mark decided to hack Harvard's database and steal profile pictures of students. By doing this, he created a program called Face Mash, where he would compare two female students and ask the viewer to select who they feel is more attractive. Mark and his partner Eduardo Saverin created the Facebook on February 4th, 2004. Right off the bat, they noticed that there were already 4,000 users on Facebook. Throughout their surprising success, the two students realized they needed services from new programmers. Dustin Moskovitz helped the Facebook to extend its services to students in Yale, University of Columbia, Stanford, and many more schools in the education sector. Eventually, Facebook became really popular and went beyond just the education sector. After their launch in the stock market or IPO, Mark owned 504 million shares, giving him 60% of the company votes, 35% to Saverin, and a measly 5% to Moskovitz. Due to this success, Mark went to look for investors. The first investments Mark received was from one of the founders of PayPal, Peter Thiel, who worked with Elon Musk at the time and allocated $500,000. The reason why Facebook was so special was because it allowed friends to communicate online, not only face-to-face. On April 2012, Facebook acquired Instagram for $1 billion in cash and stock. On October 2014, Facebook acquired WhatsApp for $22 billion, $4.5 billion in cash, and 177,760,669 shares in the company. They did this to expand their viral growth on mobile media. On March 2014, Facebook acquired Oculus Rift for $2 billion, $20 million in shares, $400 million in cash, and $300 million in incentives. They believe virtual reality could be the next big thing after mobile usage. Facebook's revenue is created through advertisements. On every Facebook user's feed, there will always be a section on the right-hand column that shows all the sponsors and advertisements. And what makes these ads so special is because the types of ad displayed correlates with the user's likes and interests. Facebook collects user information and sells it to the advertisers and marketers. There's also advertisement through streaming on videos on Facebook, much like the ads you see when watching a YouTube video. And lastly, the purchasing of virtual goods from games on Facebook. Mark and his wife Priscilla pledged to donate 99% of their Facebook shares, worth about $45 billion, through the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative within their lifetime to promote human potential, equality, and the world development. As an entrepreneur, Mark always displays his ambition, self-confidence, persistence, and daringness through his success at Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg will always be an influence on the business world.